Hello guys, welcome to yet another programming screencast. In this programming screencast, we are going to see of a data structure called as the dictionaries. I hope you are familiar with the term data structures because in your previous weeks you have been introduced to a data structure called list. This week we will see a data structure called dictionary. So dictionary, as the word says, it is similar to the English dictionary or any language dictionary for that matter. How is the data stored in the dictionary? You have words and meanings corresponding to it. So there are two items in this dictionary, word and the meaning. Something like that. Even in Python dictionaries, you have two elements and the relationship between the two is what is modeled by this data structure called dictionary. Technical terminology is key and the value is what they say. It is key and the value is what they say. Key is nothing but a unique identifier for a given value. For example, this is a common example which people generally say. There may be multiple people sharing a same name in a college. In that case, to identify a student uniquely, the college may assign some ID number. Something like that. There is a unique ID associated with an item that is called as key, and the value is nothing but other details about the item. For example, assume there are more people by the name Amit. So, if there are multiple persons with name Amit, they may assign some ID number and they may store the person's name. So, that ID number would uniquely identify which person is being referred to as. Something like that. In such applications, this dictionary data structure is highly useful. So, we will take some other example. This student ID and the student details is something which generally people say. So, let us take some other example in this screencast. I will take the currency conversion concept. So, here our keys, that is the unique things, will be the name of the currency and the value will be the conversion factor. So, I will take Indian rupees as the base. So, I will take the different currencies, dollar, euro, yen, whatever you say, and dollar is the key and value is nothing but $1 equals how many Indian rupees. That will be my value. This is what I am going to take in this screencast. So, dictionary, as you could see, is a data structure that models this kind of relationship, that there is a unique identifier and a value associated with it. So, a two element relationship is what is captured here. Okay, let us see how shall we create a dictionary. It's very simple. How did you create a list? You said L equal to this kind of brackets, right? This will create a list. Something like that. For creating a dictionary, you have to give the name of the dictionary, conversion factor. Let me name that itself, conversion factor. This is a dictionary. See, this is the curly braces. As you could see here, these are the curly braces. Curly braces denote the dictionary. So, if I say this and press enter, an empty dictionary gets created. So, if I say conversion factor and press enter, see, an empty dictionary is what is shown as a output. So, now what should I do? I should start adding the values. That is, I should start adding the conversion factor for various currency systems. As I said, I will be taking the Indian rupees as the standard one, that to which we want to convert. So that is what, from this particular currency system, be it dollar or euro or yen or whatever be that, from there we want to convert it to the Indian rupees. That's what we want to do here. I want to add the value of dollar. Please note that these are just approximate values. I want to add the value dollar. So how should I do that? Here goes the syntax. Please observe. Conversion factor. This is the name of the dictionary and I need to use the same brackets that I used in list. Here I should give the value of my unique key. Here my unique key is, I'll say dollar. Dollar is my unique key and equal to what is the corresponding value. I assume that it is 60 rupees. $1 equals 60 rupees. This is just my assumption. So, I give the name of the dictionary. As you could see here, I give the name of the dictionary, this brackets, the square brackets, within the square brackets I give my key, that is the unique identifier, and equal to the corresponding value. This is the syntax of how you have to add a new item. So a new item got added. How would we know? Let us just display the conversion factor. See, a new item got added, $:60. So dollar is the key, the corresponding value is 60. It got added. If I want to add further more items, I can add it. Let me do that. Euro equals, let me say 80. This is just an approximation. See, if I print it now, you see, you got it, $:60, Euro:80. Another item got added up. So this is how dictionaries work. You have a key which uniquely identifies your value, and the associated thing is what you call as a value. Now let us see how can we view the dictionary. So this is in a console I am doing it, but when you do it in your program, you generally use the print command. Just like how you gave print of the list, something like that you can give here as well. Print conversion factor, which is the name of our dictionary. You can give this. See, this got printed. Dollar and then euro. And now let us see how can we access the individual items. So if I want to know what is the value of euro, how would I do that? I would say conversion factor of, the key is euro. That is, I want to know the value corresponding to euro. See, 80 is shown as the output, that is corresponding to euro, the value stored is 80. So this is how you access the specific values, you retrieve the specific values. Now if you want to list out all the keys present in your dictionary, you need to say conversion factor, which is the name of our dictionary, dot keys. This is a functionality. If I put this, see, I got the list of all keys that has been encapsulated into some special data structure. So if you want it to be displayed in a list, I need to convert it into list. Let's see here. So if I convert it into a list, I got the output as a list. This lists the all keys that are present in your dictionary. If you want to list the values, that is the associated item, if you want to list it, it is simple. Instead of keys, you put values. And as you could see here, the values are listed. The corresponding values are what is listed. In case you want to fetch both keys and values simultaneously, that is, what are all the items that is present in the dictionary is what you want to see. The dictionary name, here it is conversion factor dot items. It will list the items in the dictionary. See, it says $:60, euro, this whole thing is what you call as tuple. That is nothing but something which is a constant as of now. $and 60, these are associated ones, you cannot separate it, something like that. Also, if you want to know what are all the functionality that is available, conversion factor dot and press the tab key, you get the list of all functionalities whatever is available, and from this whatever is the item you want to know, you can type that. For example, let me say pop is the functionality I want to know, and I want to know what this functionality does. You just put a question mark at the end. So it gives the documentation corresponding to it. So it says it will remove the specified key and return the corresponding value. If key is not found, it will raise an error. For example, here dollar and euro is there. Now if I say conversion factor of n, I know that there is no such key, but still let me show you. See, it has raised what is called the key error. It states that this particular key is not present in your dictionary. So that key error would be raised in case if the key what you asked is not present. Otherwise, it will remove the key and return you the value associated with it. There are a lot of functionalities available. As I had said, using the tab key, you can get to know of all those functionalities. Now we shall see updating. This, for example, I had written $is 60 and euro is 80. I suddenly came to know that the value of dollar has been changed. So I want to update it. How would I do that? Please observe, it is very similar to inserting a new key. Conversion factor, conversion factor of dollar is equal to the new value. Let me say it was not 60, it is 65. Let me say 65 and enter. Now let me list the dictionary. See, it got updated. It was 60 initially, it got updated to 65. So this particular statement is same for create as well as update. If such a key is present already, it will update the old value and write the new value. If it is not present, it will insert a new value. That is what this statement does. This is the same syntax for both create as well as update. So how shall we delete a specific key from the dictionary? So let me add one more element, conversion factor of n. This is just my approximation. I assume that it is 50 rupees. This is my assumption. Okay, so let me enter. So now let me check what is in my dictionary. So my dictionary contains dollar, euro, yen. Now I want to delete specific some values. Say for example, n is something I had inserted, but then I realized that I don't need it, so I want to delete it. So how would I do it? Observe the syntax. DEL is the keyword for delete. Del space name of the dictionary, and inside that you need to give the key. So it would search for the value corresponding to the key and delete that key value back. This is what this functionality would do. See, it would have got deleted. Now let me display. See, it was deleted. See, in the initial stage when we printed, we had n. I had deleted it, and so if you would see in this updated dictionary, there is no specific value corresponding to n. In case I give some key which is not in the dictionary, it would throw a key error as you had seen earlier. So this is how you handle with dictionaries. As I had said, let us do a small currency conversion. So I want the value in rupees. This is 30 euros. I want the value in rupees. It is nothing but the value of euros currently, E into whatever is the conversion factor corresponding to euros is what I wanted. Now check the value of R. It's 2400. So 30 euros is nothing but 2400 rupees. So in such situations, using a data structure like dictionary is very handy. I would recommend that you guys use this tab key and explore whole lot of functions that are available in dictionaries. Keep exploring, keep learning. Happy learning. Thanks for watching the screencast. Have a nice day.